Next question is, so now speak about of course, we work in workplace. We build a relationship with other people. Sometimes we become too cozy, right? But now let's talk about can you talk about the importance of professionalism? And I think what do you call the etiquette in the workplace, right? What do you say?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're correct. Um, you'll notice one thing, I feel like this is the modern American corporate culture, is that things might seem calm and chill on the surface. People are always smiling at you. People are always saying, "Oh, you're doing a good job." No one will really, at least out loud, say like, "Oh, you're slow," or "You're not doing enough," or "You're difficult to work with." Everything's always sparkles and rainbows on the surface. Don't let that ever fool you. You This is why accountability is very important, and having that sense of awareness is very
You hold
important.
hold 1 second. Why she said it? Because nobody is your team leader. Except your team leader, nobody is going to be telling you that in a harsh way. Everybody will be like the shiny. Everything is perfect, is the best. But behind the scenes, just a poke on your team leader against you. So go ahead, continue.
Definitely. If you think people are not noticing, or people or other team members are not curious about whether you're productive or whether you're effective, that is definitely not the case. All word will go to your manager, and hopefully, if you have a manager who you have that kind of meaningful connection with and get along with well, they will be there to point it out and guide you. How this again ties with everything, how you're participating in meetings, what you're offering in conversation or in skill, how you are how you are presenting your visibility. That is where people are kind of picking up on how professional are you being. Are you maintaining etiquette and workplace etiquette and taking things too lightly or too cozy or not? Are you actually being productive? Because even if it looks like no one's caring, everyone's constantly measuring other workers based on how much they're doing and how important the work is. Um, which is why professionalism, no matter how chill things seem on the surface, never let your guard down. You have to do your part to show that you are someone who takes your job seriously and that you are professional. Even there will be people and other teammates sometimes who seem like they're laid back, they're chill, they are just using casual conversation, or they're taking things gradually. Most of the times that's not true. They are just chill people. Trust me, everyone is getting their work done. Even if they are not, that doesn't mean, oh, since other team members are being chill, I'll be chill too, or I'll take things slow as well. Definitely fool's paradise. No one is going to say anything, especially in modern American corporate culture. You are for yourself. It is survival of the fittest. That's just how it is. People will help you only if you want to help yourself. You will improve only if you want to improve. You will be taken seriously if you present yourself seriously. You will be regarded highly if you're the one who tries to show it in your work and communication that you are someone like that. Which is why being professional and maintaining etiquette with team members you're interacting with, the work you're presenting, is a very, very strong indication of how serious you regard your role and your work in. When I say professionalism, that means there will be people who you think, oh, there's a deadline, it's 2 weeks away, they'll probably start next week. That's not very professional. You want to show consistently, because you'll have your team sync ups, you'll have update sharing and like knowledge transfer sessions at least once or twice a week. And you want to bring up in those conversations what you are doing. It's very important you constantly bring up what you're doing. Sometimes they'll share like, oh, you're doing something, can you share your screen and quickly show us? You want proof of the work you're doing. Just because others are laid back doesn't mean you don't start soon, or you don't make progress. Doesn't mean it's validated. And when I say etiquette, it means how you are interacting with others and how you're being mindful of professional settings. Etiquette in a way is like basically having manners. You have table manners, you should have workplace manners. Um, are you respecting people's time? Are
So like
you
that,
proactive?
is it like the good one is the join a meeting in 13 minutes late? Is it a good one?
That is very poor etiquette, and that is unacceptable.
Oh,
No
yeah,
one
oh,
will wait
cool.
for
I
you.
didn't know that.
No
Okay.
one will. I hope you know when I'm not sure if you still have the sync up call practice in your programs. I remember we used to, and sir used to get upset with people. Even if you're 2, 3 minutes late, it's not a very good look at all. People will say, "Oh, it's okay, we'll wait for you." It is an inconvenience. Every minute counts, and people are taking note of how you're someone who's always joining late. Or, when you are sharing updates, you take up all because sync up calls are a limited time, and you have to be mindful that you speak in a manner where you're still leaving time for others to go and share their updates. It's those little things, it's those little mindfulness that you show is when people are getting the idea that, okay, this is a person who is professional and has etiquette. That means you're reliable. That means they would rather choose to work with you. That means if there ever comes up a conversation on who is worth keeping and who is not, people will choose you more. And this is important to keep because, again, the market and tech jobs, there was a time like tech job security is kind of non-existent these days. That shouldn't scare you. The way to avoid it is being professional, showing your etiquette, being effective and smart about your work. It's mostly about being a smart worker than a hard worker. That doesn't mean you shouldn't work hard. I'm just saying it's just as important to be a smart worker as well and show that intelligence across all these areas to make sure you're okay.
Thank you so much. So she has covered almost everything. So yeah, when you work for a while, summary, you think like things are very nice and easy. It is not. Every day you are actually for yourself. She mentioned that nobody else for you. You show up, you actually communicate, you visible, you show your work, you engage in the meeting, ask the right question, prepare yourself before go to the meeting, right? And the know the expectation of the meeting. Do not ask the irrelevant question in the meeting, right? If you say, simply just say, I apologize for this. If you're late in the meeting, do not take this for granted. Proactively apologize. See how bad you feel for you late, right? And then so that people do not let people tell you what to do. That's like you become you kind of the under their like they're your boss. If someone is similar to you, you're another engineer, please do not put yourself in a situation. They have a perspective about it, they have an assumption. Shiblo, right? This guy will be late. He will show you something I have no clue. He will say something, man, this shit is I never heard. So even though you're senior, that's what they will tell you, right?
That's
So
very
do not
true.
do this kind of thing. So join in time, come something with enough evidence, enough the communication or your presentation, right? If something happened wrong, just say sorry, I apologize for this. I shouldn't be doing this. I'll be mindful next time. I'm working on it. Just do not take things for granted. Even though you are in the environment, you're working for a while, but the people actually monitoring you every second, the whole 8 hours, because everybody's poking you behind you, but on your face, thank you, Inshira, good job. But behind the scene, poke is done to your manager, and your manager will be collecting the data. And end of the day, end of the sprint, end of the quarter, end of the review meeting. When the review meeting comes, your manager has no right to give you the raise or the down your raise. He will start reaching out to you, Joe, James, Jacob, Jolie, all these people. Why? Okay, you work with Inshira on the compliance project. Can you just write down a couple areas she has done extremely well? Couple of areas that she needs to improve, and couple of the areas she has to learn the new things. That's how the communication happens. In the workplace, you are actually the campaigning yourself 8 hours. 8 hours, you are campaigning like you are running the president. You don't know it. Today you know it. You are running for president in 8 hours every single day. If you can do it, you will be doing good job. Forget about the tools, forget about the technology. Those are piece of shit in the workplace. People don't care. But campaigning 8 hours is that you are politically correct, you are strategic, you are smart, you are formal, you are actually gaining everything else. She said it. Even though you don't know the tools, but people will not they'll let you go. People will keep you because you have a package deal. The guy who has the tools deal, he has the tools deal, he has no package deal. They will let him go. Because without deals, company can survive. But without the package deal, company can survive, but they're going a bad company culture. And company does not want that. They want a good company culture. Okay.
Very